Hey everybody, this is Sean Reynolds, the owner of Summit Properties Northwest and Reynolds and Klein Appraisal. And today I have with me Mr. Austin Schneider. He is a social media branding consultant and also a licensed real estate broker.
Yep.
And we're going to be talking a little bit about the use of social media and some things that Austin has going on. We're probably going to do some kind of co-branding. You've got some great video content. Specifically, you've got a course coming up that kind of takes people who are interested in vlogging and getting their voice heard from start to finish. It's a step-by-step program, and I've taken it, and it's a great course. It's got some great content. It's a great course for people who are beginners, intermediate, and people who've done a ton of videos. So, Austin, you and I had a meeting a couple of weeks ago, and we put a post up. And what was interesting was the feedback we got from a lot of our Summit brokers.
Sure.
Number one, people want to meet you because they think you have good things to say.
Yeah.
And you have content out there that adds value. Other people are like, what is that guy doing? You know, he's been a real estate broker. He still is a real estate broker, but he's doing a lot of social media. The one thing that I thought was interesting is nobody is asking who you are. And that's because your voice is already out there. So tell me, how does a real estate broker, how does somebody in sales get their voice to be heard like you have?
Yeah, I think really, if we're real estate agents, we are our own brands, right? So really what it comes down to is helping create a personal brand for yourself. And, how that's done is really just, identifying who you are. If you're like a techie agent, or if you're, working with a lot of first-time home buyers, and that's who you need to be posting content for, and identifying, what is my brand, what are my truths, am I an equestrian person, and then rolling with that really hard, and building your personal brand. And really it's through social, just because it's the biggest distribution platform, and it's really where the attention is. And like what I tell people all the time, if you are a real estate agent, you are a brand, you're a business, and market it like a business would. And most businesses are using social media, so why aren't more real estate agents taking advantage of social media to build their brand and get business from it?
Right. Yeah. Somebody that you and I both follow is Gary V.
For sure.
Vaynerchuk.
Yep.
And one thing that he always hits on is you are not a real estate broker. You are a one-man media company.
Totally.
What does your media brand look like?
Totally.
And so if you don't have content going out
Totally.
all the time, you become that secret agent.
Totally. And what it does is it positions you as a resource, and people are going to start going to you for advice. For like, if you're posting all this content about first-time home buyers, then more first-time home buyers are going to be asking you questions than if you're just not there at all. And or posting something that's totally irrelevant and uncontextual to your brand. Right.
So I kind of touched on the fact that the course that you've created is going to be, usable by everybody. What would you say to somebody who has no social media content? Maybe they're seeing a video like this for the first time.
Yeah.
They don't have Facebook. They don't have Instagram. They've never shot a video.
Yeah.
Can they still get up and running?
For sure. Yeah, definitely. And really, like, what it comes down to is creating a system for it. Like, you have a system for your buyers, you have a system for your sellers. Maybe it's on paper at this point. Now create a system for your social media. Like, okay, every Monday from 2 to 4, I'm gonna schedule my content. Every Monday from 2 to 4, I'm gonna create content and schedule everything out, and create a system that you can stick to and really get going on. I mean, they make it really easy to use, and there's plenty out there on the actual technical side of using it, but it's really just about starting and creating that system and pushing yourself to start.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So when is your course? It's an online course with video modules that I thought was great, because you can break it down into a couple of minutes. Each video is maybe 2 minutes to 3.5.
2, and then there's some that are about 30 minutes or 20 minutes. Yeah, just depending on the type of video and how in depth.
The type of content that you're kind of having the person learn.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So so it's about 26 videos. It's A to Z. I like to talk about the foundation of vlogging, like how do you set up your vlog, who are you going to be talking to, rather than just really jumping into it, what equipment to buy, some topic ideas that people can be executing on immediately. And then we actually vlog together and really teach you the unstoppable system that can allow you to get vlogs out in less than 20 minutes.
Yeah, and you kind of, in the video, you walk through how to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
And Summit Properties Northwest, we've got a ton of videos out there. We've got over 400 videos, I think, on our YouTube channel. But even still, I found a number of tips that you had. I was like, oh, that's a really good idea. Why didn't I think of that?
For sure.
So there's some value add to even a seasoned person who does a lot of video on their own, because you dial it in so hard. To the point where at the end you're saying, here's what you need to do for Instagram, here's what you need to do for
how to
YouTube,
distribute it,
how to
make it look good, how to make it well branded and professional looking. And then also, I mean, for people who maybe know nothing about it or people who are way seasoned, I really want to be there to provide a lot of value. So we're also going to have a Facebook group where I'll be accessible, and answering questions. I'll also be going live, twice a month is my plan to, answer any live questions and really help form a community around this and help people, provide them with value that's going to hopefully, get them business.
Right. Because ultimately this is a tool, video is a tool, and distributing via social media is a tool, a way to brand yourself and get business. That's the ultimate goal.
Definitely. And I mean, everybody's not a fit for video, but if you are willing to jump in and start, then you could reap a lot of benefit with it.
Yep. When is this course going to be available?
Hoping by July 1st.
July 1st is the goal. Okay.
Now you heard it here first.
Yeah, you heard it here first. We're going to keep you to it.
Yep, I know, right?
But and so you're at that final stages of going through all your stuff, just kind of making sure everything's dialed in. You're probably questioning things, because that's what we all do when we create content. Does this make sense? Does this make sense? I've watched it. I think you could release it right now, and people would learn a ton, and it would be of great benefit to them.
I mean, if people want it right now, then they can absolutely feel free to reach out, and I can send them a link. But my last step is I'm creating a training around it. So I really want to maybe aware people, maybe just give people the sticks and bones of vlogging, and then provide value, and then hopefully they in turn get really excited and understand the context of vlogging to then actually purchase it. But if people see the value in it right now and they're ready to go and they trust the process, then they can totally purchase it.
Right. And this is specifically designed towards real estate brokers, correct?
Definitely, yeah.
It could be applied to anybody.
For sure, but I wanted to really niche it down. Exactly. I didn't want to teach anything I didn't know.
Right, yeah. And in the next video we're going to talk about some of your experiences.
Sure, yeah, definitely.
So make sure to tune into that video as well.
Yeah.
Austin, thanks so much for coming today.
Appreciate it.
Great content, and we look forward to seeing your course
in
the immediate future, July 1st. Is that what we said?
That's pretty quick.
All right, there we go.
Cool.
Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.